So good day watch fans, and today we're going to be discussing Rolex's price hikes over the recent years. So good day watch fans, today we're going to be talking about the Rolex price hikes over the last couple of years and why they might be doing this, and also whether it's a good thing for Rolex or a bad thing for Rolex, whether it's good for buyers or bad for buyers. So first off, let's just take a look at what Rolex have done since 2020. So since 2020 to 2023, there's been a few price hikes. Now, in recent years now, a lot of Rolex models have increased in price. Now, some of the more modest entry-level Rolexes have started to increase and almost pricing them out of entry-level price. So we're going to have a look at a few models and discuss the increase over the last couple of years of prices and where they have gone. Now, first off, we're going to look at the Air King. Now, the Air King is a very modest entry-level Rolex. Now, it's not a cheap watch by any stretch of the imagination, but it is quite a modest price for Rolex, and it is a well-known entry-level watch. Now, in 2020, this watch was £5,150. Now, not a bad price for an entry-level Rolex, very accessible for a lot of people. In 2022 now, Rolex increased that to £6,150. So that's a £1,000 price increase. Now, Rolex do increase their prices and things go up over time, but in 2023 Rolex increased it again, and this was to £6,250, so only a £100 price increase. Now this trend sort of continues throughout a lot of the models. Now let's have another look at the Datejust, which is also a well-known entry-level Rolex, very affordable for a lot of people if they want to get into the luxury watches. Now, in 2020, it was £6,300. In 2022, this went up to £6,750. So again, a nice big chunky increase. But in 2023, it went to £6,800. So again, a very small increase. And again, we'll be discussing in a moment why I think this might be. But the trend continues when we look at the Submariner, say, non-date. So in 2020, £6,300. 2022, £7,500, so just over £1,000 increase. And in 2023, £7,700. Again, a very small price increase. The Daytonas carry on the same trend as well. So 2020, £10,500 for a Rolex Daytona. 2022, £12,100 for a Rolex Daytona. 2023, £12,500 for a Rolex Daytona. And let's not leave out the GMT Master 2 range. In 2020, £7,750. 2022, £8,850. And 2023, it went up to £9,000. I can understand from 2020 to 2022 the bigger price increases. Inflation happens, things go up over time, prices increase, wages increase, but not to some of the percentages that the models are increasing. Now, why between 2022 and 23 have these small increases happened? I have a theory behind this. I personally think that Rolex are increasing some of these models to price out the grey market, or bring the prices so close to what buyers or what watch traders would be buying these models at that they are taking out some of the profits. Now, this means a lot of flippers are going to be priced out of the market. If now you're buying an entry-level Datejust or Air King to increase your spend, but you're finding now you cannot sell it on the grey market to get your money back, or it is retailing under list, then you're going to have a little bit of a problem. You're going to lose money on these watches. So you're going to be left with two choices. Do you pay more money for the higher end model that you want on the grey market, or do you just sit on these watches and try and enjoy them? Or do you just turn them down? Now, I think what Rolex are personally doing is looking at the grey market prices and thinking, right, a lot of people are buying these watches to flip and sell on. We don't want that happening. So, if we increase the prices enough, people are not going to be flipping these watches, but it's counterintuitive. The only reason people are flipping some of these watches is because they're not getting offered the models that they want. If you're walking into an AD and your dream watch is a Submariner date, then you don't really want a Datejust. Don't get me wrong, any Rolex is a great watch and you're very lucky if you can get one of these from an AD. But if you're then having to spend best part of £7,000 on a watch that you don't particularly want, then you're probably going to, just to increase your spend, you're probably going to then want to sell it on to get your money back, so then that you might get offered on your second trip or your second purchasing endeavour the watch that you really want. Now, why would Rolex care about the grey market? They're still selling watches. They're still making their profits. I also have a theory on this. I think Rolex and ADs are going to start getting into the second-hand market big time. I think Rolex are going to be looking at part exchanges. They're going to be looking to buy watches back off people, and they're going to be looking at selling second-hand models. Now, the only way they can do this is by controlling the prices and bringing down the grey market prices to try and affect that market. Now, I don't know if this is 100% going to happen, it's just a theory. So please let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that Rolex's price increases are going to affect them good or bad in the long term? I personally think if Rolex just opened up their books and sold the models that people are after to the people, then I think we'd have none of this flipping and none of these extremely high premium prices on some of the models. But Rolex like to protect their brand and they want to make it somewhat unattainable for the average person and the dream watch for most. So I think that their plan is to control the full market from second-hand to retail. Please let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed.